What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to show you how to rank your stream on Twitch TV. Now, there's many videos on how to rank your stream on Twitch, but they don't get in depth. They don't know how to work the algorithm of Twitch. They don't know how to cheat the system. They'll tell you in every video that you watch, they will tell you the same exact crap. So one thing, for example, they tell you, okay, if you're going to play a popular game, which right now we're going to be using Fortnite for a huge example. So let's open that in a new tab. They're going to tell you if you play a popular game and people are going to start scrolling down and scrolling down and scrolling down, and you're at the very bottom of the list. While that may be true, there's still ways on how to get exposure. So before we get into this video, I am so confident in this video is I'm gonna already go ahead, like I say with every other video, is to subscribe towards my channel, hit the post notifications, slap me with a like, and share this with all of your friends and family. And I'll tell you again at the end of the video. So I do have a secondary channel, Codexual Games. Hit me up on that, and twitch.tv/Codexual. Ask me questions whenever I go live. If you need support, you know, I'm also a tech support guy, or if you just want to watch me game, either or. Okay, so back on the subject. How do we get ourselves that exposure? Well, the search engine right here is the greatest tool that you can get. That is the #1 tool that I would be worried about. So why people are going to be typing in usernames. Well, it's not just that. People can type in titles. People can type in selective keywords. So with these selective keywords, I would be putting in trending keywords. So as for, again, we're using Fortnite for example. Since Season 5 just came out, now this is your responsibility, whatever game that you play, whether it's Fortnite, PUBG, or, you know, Sims 4, or whatever, this is something that you want to pay attention in and see what's coming out. So Season 5 came out a few days ago, and that is a trending word. So if we hit Control F and just type in Season 5, Season 5, there's 18 people that I just scroll down. Now I haven't scrolled all the way down, and if I scroll all the way down, there'll be a greater number. But people put in Season 5 into their title. Okay, so that's one great trending keyword that we can use. Are you doing a giveaway? Now, not everyone's doing a giveaway, but a giveaway is a great keyword to use. So who's doing a giveaway? Okay, so what, there was one person? Where was this person at? It said that there was a giveaway. Okay, so there's currently one person that's doing a giveaway. That is also a hot trending keyword. What about consoles? What console are you on? Are you on a PC? Are you on an Xbox? Are you on a PS4? So we just type in Xbox. Okay, so there's 3 people. So as you can see that the list starts shorting it down. So if we start going to Season 5 over here, Season 5, and we hit the more button, this will give you more exposure. Even though that this box right here is smaller, but I can tell you the list just condensed itself. It's a smaller list now because these are people that have Season 5 in their titles, as you can read. So how to make yourself more exposed? So we can put in another keyword, Xbox. So now the list just got even shorter because Season 5, Xbox, Season 5, or Xbox One, Season 5, Xbox, Season 5. What about a giveaway? Okay, now the list just got really shorter. So there's 2 people that have a Season 5 Xbox and they have a giveaway in their title. Let's go ahead and click on this streamer. Okay, so he's doing a giveaway. So like I said, Xbox, Season 5, giveaway. So this will give you so much exposure. Now, if you put more trending keywords or hot keywords into your title, the more exposure you're going to get. So how do we find out what are good trending keywords? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram are good resources to use, because if we go to Twitter, right here on the left are good keywords. Now, even though it doesn't say Fortnite, But today is Prime Day. Today is Amazon Prime Day. So if you can somehow make your stream about Amazon Prime, people will start coming to your stream. So you want to stick to what's trending. I don't even know who Cassandra Cain is. If you guys know who this woman is, awesome. Or this man, since it's 2018, people have to. Okay, whatever. If you know who this person is, you can put that in your title. You can talk about who this famous person is, or even the new Aquaman. So there's the first Aquaman poster, and he's starting his own movie. Now there's going to be a whole lot of DC fans that are on Twitch, and they're going to be typing Aquaman into that search. So have Aquaman in your title. And if you're a big DC fan, it's like, yeah, I'm super excited that Aquaman's finally appearing into his own video and whatnot. Okay, so maybe that this right here, this list for you is not working for you. Okay, let's just keep it gaming related strictly. So we're going to be using Fortnite. So go ahead and type in Fortnite onto the search. You can do that also on Facebook and Instagram and use the search options. So right here, so it's talking about how this week to start, round up a cart. So you can use cart. Cart is a good keyword for Fortnite. Okay, so they just announced the challenge. So challenge the horde. So that's a great keyword right there. That sentence, use that. In the Wild West Heroes, that's another great keyword. And world trip event, that's another great keyword that you can put into your title. So whatever game that you are using, use social media to find out what people are interested in. Like Keemstar, what he did yesterday is instead of Friday Fortnights, he's turning it into Sunday Fortnights because of he likes to do his own little streaming event or his own tournament and whatnot. So what if Fortnite's not your game? I'm going to use a secondary example. So if we go back towards our channel, our main, okay, so the very first thing where someone types in is twitch.tv, and you can see this. Maybe you're already logged in, and if you're already logged in, then it would show, let's go back and just go to twitch.tv. So it'll show like this, either way, it's something similar, but it'll show the videos or the live streams that are being featured on top of here. Well, I can tell you earlier today, there was a World Cup series, and it was soccer, and in Europe, people call it football. But either way, you're kicking the ball. I am not a soccer person. I don't care about the sport. But people were so hyped about it. So why not play a soccer game like FIFA? Then in the titles, World Cup, or, what country is versing what other country, like, I believe it was like England, or it was like Russia versus Spain. Again, I'm not aware of soccer. I'm not aware of what teams are on it. So please forgive me that I'm misinformed on that. But whatever country is versing whatever country, put that in your keyword. Or, go this player, or whoever's the famous player on that team. Put that person's name into your title. You feel me? Okay, so that's one great way. Trending keywords, use the search option up here is a great tool. So always use your titles. Additionally, actually, I want to show you one more thing before we move on to the next subject on how to rank your stream. So if you have some type of tool, or even copy down this title and move it on towards your Twitch, because you can use hashtags. So for me, I use Restream, and Restream will retweet out everything for me, or I even have a Stream Deck, and I already have it pre-configured with a script that all I gotta do is hit a button and it'll automatically tweet out things that I will say it'll tweet out. So I want to put in hashtag Fortnite, hashtag season 5, hashtag this, hashtag that, blah, 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 blah. And how social media likes to have all of these hashtags, and it will just help you out with even more exposure. You can even use hashtags, on Facebook. Not a whole lot of people do. Speaking of Facebook, okay, I want you to listen very carefully. We can post links on Facebook, but if they become, so if you get a link and this link redirects the user towards another site, what Facebook will do, they will bury that link. Facebook wants to keep people on their platform. That's the whole point of this competitive marketing. It's complete bullshit, but I understand how they do it. So if you were to stream and you want to announce out the stream on Facebook, what I would do is, this is something that's a little bit more time consuming. In your previous stream, I would gather a good highlight clip and do a little bit of editing and say, you can watch me on twitch.tv/ whatever your username is. So now you put that in a video and you put that on Facebook. Now Facebook loves videos. People love videos, but you just cheated the Facebook algorithm because it's not burying your post. It's actually a video. But if you post a link inside that video, in the description, then it'll get buried. But if you just keep that video a video and say, hey, in that video, hey, come check me out on this platform, you just basically cheated Facebook. You cheated their algorithm, and they won't bury your post into the feed, because that's what competitive marketing of social media likes to do. Even on YouTube, if you post a video or if you post a link on towards YouTube, they will do their damn best to bury your video or to bury that link if there's any links that will lead people off of YouTube. That's competitive marketing. So, yeah, just a little bit of a FYI, but put hashtags if you're going to advertise out on Instagram or even on Twitter. So even though that Instagram is owned by Facebook, it's still its own separate division. So basically it's kind of its own separate company. They haven't put that algorithm into Instagram yet to bury your feed. So use hashtags. Okay, so now let's talk about what times should we start streaming. Okay, so if you're in America, so let's talk about time management, when we should start streaming. So for example, whenever your country is awake, that's when you should start streaming, because that's where you want your audience to develop. Unless if you want to have a nightlife and you want to have a whole different time zone and a whole different audience, then by all means, be a nocturnal person and stream at the night. But I want American people, because I'm an American. So basically, I want to stream whenever America's awake. Now, a good time to stream is when people are out of work, people are out of school, on a weekend, if there's a special event going on. So let's just say it's a Monday, or Monday through Thursday. People are at work and people are at school. So we want to wait until that they're out of school and out of work. So anywhere between noon and 8 p.m. is a good time to start streaming. Anytime in the morning, well, that's how early in the morning do you want to do this? Because that's when people start waking up. People want to tune into like a podcast because they're driving to work or they're going to school, and they just want to listen to a little talk show host like, "Good morning, America. Today's weather is blah, 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 blah." So maybe like it's all based on timing and what your show is about. So there, you got to keep that in mind. But for me, I want to stream whenever all the kids, because basically kids, teenagers, young adults, all we like to do is be entertained, watch stuff, and that's it. So basically that is your vast majority. That is the majority for the most part. So you want to stream whenever the kids are out of school. So weekends, holidays, vacation, summer vacation, etc. And for the people that, just barely get out of the work, so like a 9 to 5, so it'll be 5 and how every, West Coast, Central, East Coast. So that's where you're going to have to stream and start testing out the waters. When will I get my most viewers at what specific time? Okay, then I'm going to start streaming at this specific time. So you want to start messing around with, okay, when am I going to get the most viewers out of this? So you're going to have to stream between 12 and 8 p.m., even 9 at the latest, to see when is your peak. And once you hit that peak, now that's a good schedule for you to mark at. It's like, okay, 5 p.m. That's when that's when most people is watching me. I'm going to start streaming at 5 p.m. now. Or maybe, you're going to have to start messing around to find your schedule. So there's that. Okay, so let's talk about popular streamers on Twitch. There's Ninja. Before that, before Fortnite even took over, there was Dr. Disrespect. There's Pokey, there's Daquan, there's Tfue, Myth, whoever you watch who are big on Twitch, they have influences over social media. They could easily say something and that could be trending. They could sneeze and fart and that could be a trend, okay? So you want to ride the wave because they do create the trends. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, well, I don't want to ride the trends, but, you want to get exposed faster? Here's one way to do it. For example, Logan Paul from YouTube, and yes, I want to bring in some YouTubers in on this. They saw that Fortnite is trending like a motherfucker. All right. So what Logan Paul, he announced, on this day, a few months ago, I'm going to start live streaming for the first time ever on Twitch TV. Now, he brought over all these people with him and he wanted to ride that trend. That's one good example of why you should ride the trend, because it will help you out get discovered more. It'll help you out with subscriptions or follows and whatnot. Even RiceGum was doing it, and he wanted to do his own spin-offs, like each kill I get, I'm going to have this girl take off her clothes. Now that's kind of creepy, but whatever works for him. Even Wolfie Raps, he started to ride the trend. Now, he may not be live streaming, but he was playing the game and, developing content and whatnot. Keemstar is riding the trend and he's doing his own tournaments. So that tells you on how much riding this trend and whatever tomorrow's trend is going to be, you want to start going with it. You want to follow that trend wherever it goes, because that will help you with the most exposure. So I hope that makes sense of following people who have these influences. Now, as for many people said in other videos, that you can play a non-popular game and you'll get so much exposure. Now, that's a little bit flawed because, if, for example, I like Halo 2 and that's my favorite game. So we type in Halo 2 and see who's streaming it. Probably no one. Okay, one person. But as you can see, this person has 0 viewers. And as this person is the only one to be exposed to, not a whole lot of people are going to type in Halo 2. But if there was a Halo MLG tournament going on or something like that, then maybe I'll start popping on Halo 2. Or even if we were to move to Halo 3, there might be someone streaming Halo 3. Okay, maybe not. What about Halo Master Chief Collection? Halo Master Chief Collection. Okay, so now we have a little bit more variety, but not a whole lot of people. So the number one person is this person, and he has 54 viewers. But as you can see, you'll get the most exposure out there, but is that video game relevant? Back in the day, it used to be. Don't get me wrong, I love Halo. I love the hell out of Halo. Halo is my number one game, but it's no longer relevant. People are not worried about Halo. People are going to be worried about Black Ops 4 when it comes out. People are going to be worried about the, Battlefield 5 when it comes out. People are worried about the today's. So this is where it's a little bit flawed in how people were saying in other videos, like, oh yeah, you can play like an older game, you'll get most exposure, but it's flawed. So if you want to play a newer game, or if you want to play an older game, okay, if you play an older game, you're not going to get that much exposure, but even though that you have all the exposure to be exposed out, but no viewer is going to watch you, basically, is what I'm saying, because it's an older video game. So it just all depends on the game that you could be playing, to be completely honest. So that's the biggest flaw about that. So here's when I first started streaming, and I didn't know much. I didn't know better. First thing I can tell you is do not have a starting soon and have this long wait time, like 10 minutes, like how I did. If you're going to have a starting soon, at least put in 3 to 5 minutes, then we'll be starting soon. People are waiting on you. Don't have this overlay that's taking up the whole screen. Now, even though that this is a sick overlay, it's pretty cool. People are on mobile and tablets, and it's just decreasing the screen smaller. Now, you don't want that. People want to see the entire screen. You can have a webcam up and whatnot and have that little overlay. That's fine. But you don't want to have something that's rambunctious like this. As for the whole, recent followers and whatnot, I don't tend to have that. But I'll have an alert box that will come out like, hey, thank you for streaming, or thank you for the follow, thank you for this, that donation. So I will tell people thank you. But this right here is a personal option if you want to have recent followers and recent donations. I always have my social media thing that pops out right here that says, come watch me, come play with me, do this, do that, right there. So, and I even thought that these images right here were, pretty cute, and people thought it was cool. Don't get me wrong, but the more shit that you add on to your stream, it's so cluttered. So I personally, that's me. I feel like if I was the viewer, I want to see the entire screen, and I don't mind, the person's webcam or with a little bit of overlay. So that's something that I want to point out to you guys. Just don't have something that would take the entire screen. That's stupid. Now, I can tell you that you can be creative or get personal with your viewers, but that's something that you're going to have to work on yourself to achieve your goals and to maintain your viewership. Now, I'm not saying that, you got to be the most funniest person. You can be the most unfunniest person, but you got to be good at video games, because people are going to be, okay, this person doesn't have a personality. What does he have to offer to entertain me? Oh, he's really good at video games? Okay, then I'll continue to watch him. Now, if you can entertain your viewers and be as shitty as I am, because that's my feature. I'm not great at video games, but I have a sense of humor that I would like to entertain people, and I let people come play with me. So it just all depends on how you can maintain your viewers. So not everyone's like, hey, I don't want to play with you because on this certain day I'll play with you. It doesn't matter to me. If I'm playing a single player game, then I'm playing a single player game. But if I'm playing a multiplayer game, I want people to come play with me. I'm just a socially person. So even though that you may not be social, figure out a way to maintain that viewership. I told you how to get this exposure, but this is something that you need to figure out how to maintain your viewers on creativity, what type of game you're streaming, what you're going to say, what's the topic, blah, 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 blah. And I can tell you your do's and your don'ts. Some popular things is don't get in a topic of religion. No one wants to be preached by, God is the all-knowing, God is all great. Let me go ahead and shove this Bible down your throat. Oh, you don't believe in the Bible? Then you're a heretic. People don't want to be lectured. I go to work to be lectured. I go home and listen to my wife to get lectured from. Why the hell should I be listening to you to lecture me? So, stay away from politics, stay away from religion. You don't necessarily have to be super nice to your viewers. You can be a dick just like me. It's like if someone says your stream sucks, I'm like, oh yeah, fuck you too. I don't care. This is my stream. I kick them out. If you don't want to watch my stream, then don't watch me. Be you. Don't kiss ass. There's so many people that hate to kiss ass, and they're not gonna happen. They're not gonna stay over a long time, a good long while. Another thing is, if you are going to attempt a giveaway, I'm just letting you know, people who are regulars deserve it more than new people. But if your goal is to get new people, how many of those new people are actually going to stay? There's people that are going to stream snipe and snipe that search box and be like, hey, this person's doing a giveaway, but they're not going to come back. So unless if you have loads of money, then people will start coming back. Other than that, people don't care about your stream. They just want free shit. So, you know, tend to stay away from giveaways. Just a huge hint. If I'm going to do giveaways, I'm going to give giveaways or give my stuff out to people who come into my stream that actually get to know me, that actually give a shit about me. That's who I'm going to give my giveaways. That's personally me. I'm not saying that you have to do it, but that's personally me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this video was very informative and it talks more a little bit about the algorithm and whatnot, that you have more of an idea of how to manipulate and cheat the system. I shouldn't even say manipulate and cheat, but basically those are the best words that I can use to actually get yourself more exposure and all this whatnot stuff. So again, all I ever ask is for you to subscribe to this channel and to youtube.com/Codexual and to twitch.tv/Codexual. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, come watch me while I'm live streaming, chat it up, let me know what your problems are. If you have some big problems that I can't handle, like your wife cheated on you, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. But if you have some technical problems, there's more than a good chance that I can help you out or answer that. So, you know, come watch me while I'm live, just for the hell of it. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. If there's something that I didn't cover, let me know, and maybe I'll make another video about it and do a part 2 or something. All right, peace.
What's up? Yeah, I'm back on my shit again. Chasing Benjamins, grinding till the very end. Yeah, every day I'm feeling great, better than the day before, and you can see it on my face. Smiling with my glasses on, like I'm blind to all the hate. I can see all of you waving, I'm just acting like